Greetings, 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 my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Yes, my beautiful peeps. Yeah, man. I was doing some reading yesterday and I came across a couple of articles that I said, I want to share with you all. Wanted to share them a little bit earlier, but I'm just getting an opportunity to do so. So, the first thing, I was taking a look at some stuff that is going on over there in the IPL. And, I came across an article where Nicholas Pooran, he did an interview and he was giving some advice to Richard Pant as it relates to, things that he can do on his way to recovery. You guys would remember that very scary accident that Nicholas Pooran would have met in, I think it was 2017, and it was a long way back. So we're going to take a look at that. Plus, we also see where the former West Indies captain, Sir Viv Richards, he was giving some advice saying that Alzarri Joseph should be the man to handle the new ball for West Indies. And I mean, if you have been watching Alzarri Joseph over the last, probably, I don't know, maybe 2 years or so, close to 2 years, you would definitely have to agree with Sir Viv Richards. So, I'm going to take a look at both of those stories. So just make sure you watch until the end so you can hear exactly what the guys are saying. And if you have not yet subscribed, I implore you to subscribe to the channel. Turn on that post notification bell. So once I upload a video, you will be notified. All right. So let us kick things off with the Nicholas Pooran story. So I am taking this one from the ESPN Crick Info. And it say the title says Pooran to Pant. That first step that you take, that's when you become motivated. So reading into the title, Pooran would be saying that once you're up and running out of bed and you start to make that step, start to move around, then the motivation really kicks in. Where you're saying, I am definitely on my way back to where I was. So let me just read it a little. So it says Pooran, who suffered an accident in 2015 that prevented him from even walking for 6 months, knows what Pant is going through at the moment. It was 2015. Why was I thinking it was a little later than that? Anyways, so it says Nicholas Pooran has been where Richard Pant is at the moment. They went on to say an accident, as we know, back in 2015 would have kept Nicholas Pooran off his feet for about 6 months. It was about 6 months before he was able to walk again. And according to Pooran, he was depressed and very frustrated, but he was confident he would have bounced back. So, he's just dishing out some advice here. Let me just go straight into it. So this is what Pooran is saying, and I quote, "It's very challenging. It's one where no one understands. Sometimes I can remember I have been chatting with Richard, obviously. Both of us have a really good relationship. But there's times when you go into a place where you are very, very depressed." He went on to say, very depressed and frustrated because you want the healing process to happen so fast, but it's difficult, end quote. So, Pooran there, as we know, back to his best, playing good cricket for his franchise team. He even went on to captain the West Indies team for a while, a permanent fixture in the West Indies white ball setup. So showing that all of these things can be once it's not medically impossible. Pooran is a living testimony that, listen, if you get a serious injury like that, you definitely can recover. Yeah, man. So Pooran also went on to say that sometimes you don't progress, and sometimes you don't progress, and it feels very challenging, but you just got to believe in yourself. You understand? Man is saying that you just need to believe in yourself. And where Pant is concerned, he needs to spend time with himself and understand who are the people for him and who is against him. This is where you can know who are your family and who are your friends, says Pooran. You understand? Saying that, you would definitely see in a time like this who has your back, who will not pay you much attention and things like that. So you just need to believe that whatever happened for a reason, and you can't question that because you won't get an answer, is what Pooran is saying. Yeah, man. So very, very difficult period here for Richard Pant. As you guys would know, he was expected to captain and to really lead a team in the IPL, but it is life. When you are a professional athlete, when you get injured on the field, you can understand that. But when something like that happens off the field, sometimes it's extremely tough to deal with. And in closing, where this article is concerned, Pooran is saying it's difficult. It's a difficult period in anyone's life. He's saying that everyone has different challenges. He's saying that challenges come in different ways and different forms, but it's a blessing in disguise, and you are you will have to figure it out, he says. So good to see Pooran there dishing out some advice, and as he said, he would have had conversation outside of the media with Richard Pant, just to give him some advice as it relates to how he can sort of mindset that he needs to have as he goes through this period. So final thing before we finish up here, as we know, Alzarri Joseph in T20, ODI and Test cricket is the man for West Indies right now with the ball, and we also see him doing it for his franchise team. So in an interview recently, Sir Viv Richards is saying that, and I quote, "You should have a fair idea of the individuals who are doing it for you, and if you are doing, and if they are doing it for you on a regular basis, then sometimes you have to maybe throw away that old sort of notion of seniority and get the guys who are in the best position and who can get you wickets as early as possible. You need some aggression, and I think that certainly he's got that." So when he's talking about the notion of seniority, I think he's talking about giving the new ball to Kemar Roach, giving the new ball to people like Jason Hola and Gabriel when he's there. I have always wondered, since Joseph would have started this good run of form, why is it that sometimes I watch test matches or even ODIs and I see Alzarri Joseph being the second change or the third change, especially in Test cricket. I don't know. You understand? So that is what Sir Viv is saying. He also went on to say, and I quote, "I think his improvements are certainly rapid, and it only goes to show that from where he was before and where he is now in terms of getting into the rankings and things like that, having a face in the particular picture, it's a sign that the guy has made massive improvements," end quote. And I definitely agree with that. We once you're watching West Indies cricket on a regular basis, you can clearly see the improvements. Joseph would have taken a total of 93 wickets in 56 ODIs at an average of 27, economy of 5.24, and where Test cricket is concerned, in 28 Test matches, he would have taken 84 wickets at an average of 33.29, and his batting is also coming on. So I strongly agree with what Sir Viv is saying, my viewers and subscribers. So yeah, those are the couple of stories that I just wanted to share with you all in this one. Hopefully later on we can take a look at the game that is currently being played in the IPL as I am recording this one. So go and leave it right here for now, my peeps. Big up on yourself until later on.